Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into another episode of Saturday Morning Makes. I'm so happy to be here today and always so excited to share art in this wonderful community. I today get to share a new release from My Creative Time. It's our 125th edition release. She has a 15% off coupon code, September 2022, so SEPT 2022. Through Sunday night, okay, for 15% off your purchase. So I'm going to get started. There's a couple of my projects in front of you, but I'm going to first really quickly just show you the products. You've probably all seen them already if you've watched all the design team members' videos as well as Emma's beautiful channel for My Creative Time. This is the beautiful paper pad called Gingerbread Kisses, and you can see all of the patterns that are in the paper pad, and I just love the gingerbread theme. I have used a lot of my papers, so mine aren't even in the right order anymore. But that is the paper pad, and it did already sell out, just so you know, but it is on pre-order, and it will be back in her store on October 13th. So you can pre-order it and be guaranteed a pad, and it'll ship when it comes in on the 13th. So if you want everything to just ship together, just place one order, and when the paper pad comes in, she'll ship everything that's that you've ordered, or you can place two separate orders if you want your other items to come first. So just pay attention to anything in the shop that's on pre-order, okay? So that is the beautiful Gingerbread Kisses paper pad. This is a wonderful die called the Ho 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 die. It's a 4-inch circle, and it's MCT D431. If you ordered on Friday, you might have been one of the first 40 people. She always does a giveaway on the day of the release, and so this was the giveaway this time, and it's such a fun die. I can't wait to show you what I made with it. And it does coordinate with other 4-inch circle card dies, including her 4-inch circle card dies. So it's a fun die. I had a lot of fun with that one. Then this is the You Warm My Heart Stamps and Dies, MCT 391. I love this set. I was so excited when we were talking a little bit about this on the phone, Emma and I, and she knows how much I love hot cocoa and gingerbread. So to have candy canes, gingerbread, and hot cocoa in a little mug is just, warms my heart. She has beautiful sentiments in the set. And then, of course, her sets come with the coordinating dies. So you have the dies to cut out the two mugs, which also are in the paper pad. So if you don't feel like coloring, you can just die cut the pre-existing ones that come with the paper pad. But just such a sweet, sweet set. And again, it's called You Warm My Heart. And then she also created these beautiful, pretty scallop rectangle frame dies. And I actually asked her for these because you guys might remember the beautiful, pretty circle scallop dies. And I have them right here because I used them with the Ho 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 die. But when these came out, I told her I thought she should do them in a lot of other styles because I really like the 2 different size scallops as you go around. So this was one of the ones that I asked for, and I'm so happy to have these. So thank you, Emma. These are such fun die sets. So that is the pretty scallop rectangle dies. And then this is one of my favorites, the Gingerbread House Die Set, MCT D432. And there is this sweet little die set. And one of the project that I'm sharing with you today is right below here. So I might as well show it to you while I've got you. Looking at the die set. So I decided for Christmas that it would be fun to send a set of pictures to the grandparents. And when I saw this die, I thought it was the perfect thing to make a little tag flip. So I just die cut the house out of the beautiful pattern papers from her Christmas paper pad, which is the Fun Christmas paper pad. And I have hardly any of it left now. But I die cut all the different papers to make this little tag flip that I'm going to put Christmas pictures in to send to the grandparents. So I just think this turned out so cute. I have Santa on the last day for Christmas Day, and then New Year's I'll do here on the back. But this just turned out so cute. I added a couple of the little wood buttons that I got at Amazon this week that I showed in a previous video. And I just found an old scrapbooking sentiment that says, memories are delightful little things. And some of you may recognize that. It's an Allie Edwards stamp from many years ago. And then I just punched a hole with my crocodile into all of the different tags, and then I tied it with a ribbon. And I haven't added a charm or done any decorating really yet. I just kept it really simple so far. And but I just love how pretty it is with all of the sweet papers from that Christmas paper pad. So it just is going to be really cute to send out. So that's the project that I made with the beautiful Gingerbread House Die Set. Okay, so I'm going to set that one aside. And of course you can make tags and cards and so many other things with it too. And then the last new item is MCT D433. It's the Peppermint candy dies. And these are so much fun. Oh my gosh, you guys. I honestly, I couldn't put these down. I played with them so much. So let me show you my favorite project that I made with them. My favorite thing that I made is this little girl tag. And she has a headband on, one of those headbands that shakes, and you could almost put lights up here too if you had a way to do it. But this is just a cute little girl tag, and I thought this would be so sweet on top of a package for my grandniece, Elise. I thought she might get a kick out of it. But when I was a little girl, I remember one year Santa brought me a pair, like a little head thing that you wore that had these bobble things on it. And when I first saw this die for the candy, it reminded me of a girl with pigtails. So that's how the idea popped into my head. And my first prototype, just to kind of see what I thought, was like this. And I sent it to Emma and said, "What do you think?" And then from this little make that I did really quick, I expanded on the idea, and I hand cut around one of the dies in a white paper, in a white cardstock, to make the frosting for the Ginger's face and her hair. And then I used two of Emma's sweet bow dies from her bow die set. And I think many of you may be familiar with the bow die set. You might have it in your stash. I'm going to see if I can grab it for you. Let's see. Do I have it out here? Okay, I don't see it right this second, but I know I brought it down. It's somewhere. Huh, all right. I can't put my hand on it right this second. So we'll move on. But this is her little bow die set, and I can link it down below. And I just added some little peppermints to the bows. This stamp set is, of course, a Peachy Keen face stamp. And it is PK 2511, the Happy Winter Faces. This is a 2-inch face stamp. So that's the size that you need to fit this kind of 2-inch candy. And I use this face right here. Okay, so that's the face stamp that I used. And let's see here. Oh, here's the bow die. So the bow die is the mini bow dies MCT D310. So I did use these, and I think the one that I used is this one and this one together. So I use those to make the little bows that she is wearing in her hair, in her frosting hair. I used a white gel pen to accent her face, and then this is just a pipe cleaner from the big craft stores. And you just take a paintbrush, you guys, and you wind the pipe cleaner. I thought I would show this really quick. You just take the thinnest paintbrush you have. I'm using a thicker one just so you guys can see a little better. And you're just going to wind half of it around and then turn and do the same thing on the other side, okay? And just wind half of it around, leaving a little piece at the end straight. And actually we need to wind it a few more times on this side. Let me just go a couple more. Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in the center, and you're going to glue two of the little peppermints with hot glue. You're going to sandwich them together on the straight piece that's at the top. Okay, and that's how you get this look. And then you're going to sandwich a second die cut to the back where this is, take some Scotch tape, tape this in place, and then go ahead and glue this down, leave it open at the top, and then tuck some hot glue in, and then this will already be taped in place, but then smush it together. And that's what I did to get this to stay in there so firmly. There is a bit of hot glue in there, and you can kind of see a little bit right here where the wire is. But other than that, it is clean. And if you don't like this, you can just do one more die cut and put it on there, and that should make it sort of disappear. So if you're giving this and you're really concerned about the back and how it looks. But anyway, I just thought this would be such a cute package topper, or even to hang it on a bag if you're giving a gift bag. And I just think this turned out so, so cute. It just is adorable. So that is what I made with the peppermint candy dies. So I'll set that here, and I kind of showed you how to do it. So I'll set that aside. And let's see, we've done those dies. And I'll leave this here like this. And I guess I can leave this out here too, so you can see it. And then let me move on to, these are the cards that I made. I made this beautiful green and red one, and this uses a piece of foil, that rectangle pretty scallop rectangle die, and it's cut out of foil, which you can kind of see glinting. And then I stamped and colored the beautiful new hot cocoa stamp. And this one is the bigger size, and then I did a red card where it's the smaller size, okay? And I think they both make beautiful focal points. On this one, I used one of Emma's heart dies to add a heart behind the sentiment, which is Gingerbread Hugs and Candy Cane Kisses. And then I also used this little snowflake. And that snowflake is from her holiday envelope die. And this is a wonderful die set to have, because this die also will fit these. So if you did the little peppermints and you make a little card with it like I did here, it will fit into this die set, so the holiday envelope die. And what I used from this die set is this little snowflake, and then on one of my cards I also used this little mug. And if you guys remember, I had made a set of tags where I said I was looking for my tiny mug die. This is the die set that the tiny mug die is in, the holiday envelope die, and I just couldn't remember which die set it was in, but that's it. So that little mug comes in handy when you're making Christmas tags with little gingerbreads and stuff. So anyway, this is another one of the little projects that I did using the candy die. And I used this adorable little heart scallop die just to put behind the sentiment to sort of make it show up a little better. And that is, I used two different heart dies throughout. I used this one here, MCT D179, and this one is the more scalloped heart dies. And I used that one to make this tag, okay, and this uses the medium-sized peppermint, okay, and I did emboss this with a snowflake pattern. But I just think this one's so crisp and clean and beautiful, isn't it? And I always do my tags in 2 layers of 110-pound cardstock, so they're nice and thick. So that's the die set that I used for this, the more scalloped heart dies. And then for this one, this sweet little scalloped heart is the scallop heart tag dies, MCT D259. So these make the cutest little bookmarks, and then this is the perfect size little die to put on here to kind of make the sentiment pop out at you. And then I just scored a second die cut to create this into a card, but this also coordinates with the 3-inch circle card dies, which a lot of you have from Emma's shop. And these just come together so quick. If you need a quick idea for some little gift cards or things, this is the perfect die set for that. So I love all of Emma's dies, and I use so many of them on my projects this time. So let's see here. Let me set that there, and I'll go back to my cards. this heart die is actually from a different heart die set too. I used a lot of her dies, but there's another heart die set that's smaller that I used for this one. And it has a little stitched heart die in it. And these ones are shaped a little bit differently. And then there's that snowflake again from the holiday envelope die. And so these cards just turn out so cute. There's the little mug, and it comes with a little heart die in the holiday envelope die that fits it perfectly. So this says, wishing you a merry little Christmas. And then on the back is the XOXO border dies. And you can see that sweet XOXO layer in here inside the card. So I did 3 cards total. Here's the one that says, wishing you a warm and cozy day. And this one is that pretty kind of earth tone mug with a blue handle. It's got the blue candy canes. And on this one, I hand cut a little ginger out so that Mama Ginger is holding Baby Ginger as they slide into the hot cocoa. They're on a marshmallow slide into the hot cocoa. And I did add just a little napkin from cutting a corner of a piece of paper, and I added a couple of the marshmallows down below on this one. And this is all the papers from the new paper pad. I love this one that says, sending you peppermint kisses and wishing you a warm and cozy holiday, or something like that. It is just so, so cute. And I love that as the little background on here. And then on the inside, I just added that XOXO border die again, and then a piece of gingham. And oh, I hope I'm not jiggling the candle or camera. And then I haven't put a peppermint on the back of this one. So, and then the last one is this sweet red one. And this one uses a paper from her Christmas paper pad. And I hand stamped and colored this, and it says holiday wishes and hot chocolate kisses. And I added that snowflake again from the holiday envelope die in 3 places, if you can kind of see it sparkling. I did put some diamond stickles on it. I used her coffee paper pattern, and I added a little piece there for a napkin. And then inside it says, you warm my heart, and it has this sweet gingerbread paper. And then on the back there's the little peppermint. So 3 different cards. 2 of them are traditional colors, and then this one is a great one that you could send to somebody just anytime. So any hot cocoa season time anyway. So those are 3 cards. Let's see, what else do I need to show you here? Oh, I know. So I showed you all those dies. The next thing I want to show you is the I did use the little Ginger Boy and Girl dies, which is MCT D397, to create this little peppermint. And this one uses that adorable gingerbread paper. And then the sweet little ginger boy is on here. And I just wrapped it in cellophane and then tied it with some bows using some twine from the Dollar Tree. So this one's a little gingerbread one. It's blue on the back, which is the back of that paper, the pattern paper. And then I did pop this up with foam. So the peppermint part of it is popped up with foam, and then I edged it with some tea dye ink. So this is my little ginger candy kiss. And let's see. Then I also was kind of playing around with this one, but I'm not sure that I'm not sure this one design-wise yet. But this is a rosette, and this is her Star Rosette dies, MCTD 296. I was just playing around because I want to do some little package toppers with rosettes, but I think I might do them in red so that they're brighter and more Christmassy, because when I use the ginger paper, it doesn't actually show up when I put the rosette on top. So I think I might do a ginger here, an actual ginger person, and just use a solid paper in the background, because you're not going to see it once the rosette's on there. So, but anyway, I love her rosette die, and that's what I used to do this one. And let's see. Then I did use the Ho 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 die, and I wanted to use her Santa paper that's in her Santa paper pad. So I used the Pretty Scallop Circle die set and the Ho 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 die to create my card. And then the 4-inch circle card die creates the actual card layer. So that's this circle card die piece that's in here. Let's see. Yeah, so these are the 4-inch, what is it? Oh, the 4-inch circle card die set. So let's see, I showed you all of those. For those of you that don't have the XOXO border dies, it's die set MCT D180. Okay, and that's the die set that I used on the inside layer of the rectangle cards. This Wishing You a Joyful Christmas is from her beautiful Sweet Holiday Wishes Christmas stamp set, and this is from the previous release. And again, it comes with all of the wonderful dies to die cut out all the sentiments. This time I just stamped it on the inside of the card, and I love the sentiment, Wishing You a Joyful Christmas. So that's my first Ho 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 card. And then I did one more because I found a Santa paper from Hobby Lobby that I had from one of their Christmas paper pads. And again, I used that pretty scallop circle die underneath the Ho Ho Ho. This is popped up on foam so that it stands up a bit. And then it says, Wishing You a Joyful Christmas. But you could definitely use a piece of foam versus doing it the way I did it. But I just was playing with this sweet Ho 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 paper, or this sweet Santa paper, and all of a sudden I thought, oh my gosh, that would be so cute with Emma's Ho 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 die. So that's what I did, and I think they both turned out so cute. Oh my goodness. So this one is Emma's sweet Santa paper. Isn't that adorable? And you could even put one of the little Santas, if you have a scrap left, you could even fussy cut and put one of the Santas inside, or maybe on the back. I put a peppermint on the back. So that is all of my projects. Do you have a favorite? I probably, my two favorites, I think, are the Gingerbread House, just because this is going to allow me to make really inexpensive Christmas gifts for my grandparents on both sides of the family. And I just love how easy this was to pull together with all of the beautiful papers in Emma's Christmas paper pad. So this just is such a fun die set. I can't wait to play with it some more and maybe make Christmas tags or something. So that's one of my favorite projects. And then, of course, probably my second favorite project has to be the little girl. I just think she is absolutely adorable and so fun for Christmas. So with that, I will say goodbye to you guys. Don't forget about Emma's code, which is September 2022, all caps. SEPT 2022 for 15% off your orders through Sunday night, Mountain Standard Time. And don't forget about that. And I also just wanted to say a Saturday Morning Makes welcome to all of the new people that have started uploading Saturday Morning Makes. I think Stacy Graves is one of the new people. Brigitte, I think, who's from Norway, I think she uploaded one. I'm trying to remember. And then I think Venus Vincent was also brand new. And there's Mary Mickelson was also back. So make sure you guys are visiting Mary's channel too. And just so many fun things to see. So I hope that I get a chance to go out and see everybody's Saturday Morning Makes tonight, but it might not be until Sunday. So if I can't get to it today, I've got to do laundry. That is the focus of this afternoon. So thank you so much for tuning in to this 125th edition release from My Creative Time. And again, I will link channels to all the designers and to, of course, Emma's wonderful channel here on YouTube. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I created with her beautiful releases. All right, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful night and a wonderful weekend. Bye now.